6 years ago, on a YouTube channel called Ghosty Boys, a video was posted of something bizarre that got caught on camera while conducting an investigation late one night in San Antonio, Texas. A couple of friends were attempting to make contact with anyone on the other side, when something unexpectedly showed up on camera.
If anyone's here, could you please state your name? Now we're just using my phone because the other recorder died.
Oh, that was weird. I think. What? I think I panned over here and it looked like
While reviewing the recording for any possible voices, a white mass appeared to float by directly in front of them. This foggy white apparition moved towards the right, and as the camera followed, it seemed to stop for a brief moment before disappearing. At first glance, it looks like it could possibly just be someone's breath in the cold weather. But as the man behind the camera spoke, absolutely no steam from his breath could be seen. A couple of paranormal investigators from the South Coast Paranormal YouTube channel did their first investigation of the Delmour fairgrounds 8 years ago. The duo set up a static camera by the Panic pub to record throughout the night. But when they later reviewed this footage, something peculiar caught their eye. A dark, transparent mass manifested on the left side and slowly made its way throughout the room, as it commonly moved from left to right before fading away completely. But what's interesting is just moments after this figure disappeared, an EMF meter lit up from a sudden energy spike. This dark figure, along with this sudden EMF spike, seemed to point genuine paranormally. On the Feeling Mellow TikTok account, you'll find many videos of Squishmallows, with its white how cute and cuddly these stuffed toys are. The recent post on this account is the exact opposite. According to the person behind this TikTok, their sister noticed something bizarre in the sky on her Ring camera. And as she watched the footage, she was left scratching her head. On the left side of the screen, a dark anomaly ascended upward into the sky. This bizarre object appeared from behind neighboring houses and quickly flew towards the clouds. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this was definitely not a bird, but there is one thing I can think of that looks oddly similar. Coincidence? I think not. Unfortunately, this next video comes from an unknown source, captured on a security camera outside of a family's home. It seems as if their dog noticed something outside that he saw as a threat. He immediately began barking at what he saw in an attempt to scare it away. Well, when the owner of the home later reviewed the footage from that night, they were shocked at what they saw. Out of the darkness, a pair of disembodied legs emerged. These ghostly legs would be ran from right to left before going out of view. And as the dog caught a glimpse of strange anomaly, he appeared to get spooked before going inside. Now I don't know whether to call this a ghost or just a haunted pair of pants, so I'll leave this one up to you to decide. Over on the Midwest Ghost Hunter YouTube channel, a man named Ian often sets out alone to explore creepy haunted locations in the Midwest. And in his most recent investigation, he ventured inside an old abandoned house surrounded by rumors of a haunting. Known as the Boyd House, this property was built in 1901, and with many members of the original owner's family dying in the house, reports of paranormal things happening are common. As Ian made his way inside the house to start the investigation, it was almost immediately clear that he would not be alone.
Dusk had arrived, and it was now time to turn off all the lights.
Okay, so I'm going to scan around with this K2 meter and see if I can get any unusual spikes of energy that could possibly signify a spirit.
The house was still and quiet. The only sounds I could hear were the creaking of my footsteps.
Hello? Is there anybody in this house this evening? My name is Ian. And I'd just like to communicate with anybody that's here. Pretty sure I just heard something in here. Hello?
Not even 5 minutes into my investigation, I would hear what sounded like movement in the parlor room.
It sounded like it was in here.
I would search for its source,
Hello?
only to find nothing. I conducted an EVP session in the hopes of contacting what I had just heard.
I feel like I just heard somebody in here. And if I did, could you make a sound again? I've got a green light in my hand. Could you come up and touch this green light? It won't harm you in any way. All it will do is let me know that you are really here. Did I hear somebody in this room? Oh my God, I just heard voices. Dude, there is nobody here, and I heard people talking. Is there somebody over there? Speak again.
At this time, you can hear what sounds like two different spirits talking amongst each other.
Moving up to the second level of the hallway, Ian quickly found out that he wasn't the only one upstairs.
At the strike of midnight, I made my way to the second floor.
Whoa, holy sh**. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude, it just sounded like a little kid walking up there. Hello?
While walking up the stairs, I hear little childlike footsteps running across the hallway. They sounded as if it was headed towards the toy room. The footsteps were so clear, it was as if a real-life child were walking in front of me. Yet in my camcorder's view, you can see nothing.
Whoa. 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 Oh my God, it was clear as day. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out. Man, it's been so quiet, I'm actually starting to get tired. I could actually fall asleep right here. What in the world was that? Hello? What the f***?
I hear strange noises coming from inside the closet. Admittedly, I was somewhat fearful to open it and see what was inside.
Oh, man. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I'm gonna look inside. What the Wait, dude, did that just move?
To my shock, I opened the closet door to an old dress swaying back and forth. I was thoroughly spooked by this event, but this wasn't the only strange thing occurring. Listen closely to the audio. A woman's whisper can be heard saying, "Could this have been the spirit of Minnie, admiring her dress? I really don't know what to make of it." This wasn't my last experience either. Things would only begin getting stranger.
Could you move that dress again? Holy sh**. Oh, that's it. I'm out of here. Holy no. I'm done with that freaking room. Oh my god, dude. That freaking dress literally had a mind of its own. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. I caught that on camera. That's dead. Take some pictures. If there's a spirit in here, could you make a knock sound? Dude, that was like 3 knocks. What the heck?
You can hear 3 consecutive knocks emanate from the attic wall.
Almost immediately after asking the spirits to make a knock sound, 3 knocks could be heard coming from somewhere in the attic. And there's no denying that this was definitely an intelligent response. But after this, it must have been the spirits many times, because no further activity occurred. A woman named Annie, known on TikTok as the Haunted 136, says she's been followed by a dark presence for most of her life. Ever since she was a young girl, she felt like something unseen was always nearby. The negative energy that seemed to cling to her no matter where she went. Strange and unexplained events became a constant, and now, even decades later, the same malevolent force appears to be with her. Today, she continues to experience chilling occurrences in her home that defy all logical explanation. As she was asleep in bed, her bedroom door slowly started to close on its own. Activity like this is nothing new for Tammy, as objects in her home often move without an explanation. When she first watched this footage, Tammy was startled to see her chair turn on its own, especially because this chair isn't exactly lightweight, meaning it took a strong force to move it. Occurrences like this seem to happen all the time, leaving Tammy afraid and always on edge. And Tammy isn't the only one who's experienced something unsettling in this house. As Danny's cat sat perched at the edge of the bed, one of them suddenly began scanning the room as if it was watching something unseen. Without warning, the cat whipped its head to the side, and just moments later, a nearby door slowly slid open on its own. In a chilling turn of events, the camera facing Tammy's dining room may have caught a glimpse of the entity that's haunting her. After 6 a.m., the camera captured a ghostly voice softly saying, "Hey." Moments later, a faint shadow appeared in the center of the frame, this transparent figure just barely visible as it drifted to the left, and vanished out of sight. In another unsettling moment, the camera in Tammy's kitchen caught what can only be described as downright terrifying. Across on the wall, the ant swayed back and forth, then it began to twist, slowly moved up the wall as the unseen force attempted to turn it upside down. This altered footage shook damage to her core. The way the cross moved left more questions than answers, but one thing was clear: something in that house wants to be noticed.